Hello, my name's Kevin Delaney. I'm head PGA professional here at Thaven Boyce Golf Club. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the new Ping G430 irons. Right, so I reviewed the driver the other day, and you can see that on my channel. If you could wait till the end of the video and then go to that would be great and have a look at that one. But this is the 430 iron. Now there's a couple of key differences between this and the 425, which we're going to get into, and Ping makes some pretty bold claims about the performance of these clubs. So to look down on the club, they do look pretty similar to the 425s, but you kind of expect that. It's worth saying that Ping don't change their clubs that often, so they run on a roughly 2-year cycle. That gives them the opportunity to, develop and innovate on their golf clubs. So generally, when they bring something out, it's because it's better than what they previously had. So I'm interested to be hitting these today. Right, so to look down on, the top of the club looks pretty similar to the 425, but the very top edge definitely cuts away a little bit more than the 425, so it makes it look a little bit cleaner. I like that. It is a mass market club, if you like, so it's got to be easy and forgiving, but as you put that down on the floor, you can't see the sort of the thicker back edge of it, which, from a better player's point of view, I like that. There's a couple of other things. So as we look, the key thing that they talk about is just on the back here. So you've got that, which is the 7-way port system. Now they're saying that that's going to allow the club to flex in 7 different ways when you hit the ball and control spin and flight and other things, which makes it easier to hit. To look at, I actually see a resemblance between this and the chipper that came out last year. So the that back edge, that shape, that colour there, but so there's a bit of continuity between the clubs. We've got the usual things that we've seen before with the tungsten weights in the toe and in the hosel. The key thing, the big difference between these and the 425s is the lofts. So the 7 irons coming in at 29 degrees on the standard. So you do have the retrofit and the power spec options as well, but the standard comes in at 29. So that's worth considering what you're going to do with the makeup of your set. And specifically what I'm talking about is wedges. So if they crank the lofts forward and you make clubs stronger, then they're going to go further, and then you're going to have a bit of a gap at the bottom end of your bag. So with your wedges, now standard sand iron, if you like, would come in at 54 to 56 degrees. So bear that in mind. They brought out a new wedge to go with these Pings. So the pitching wedge comes in at 41 degrees. They do a 45 degree wedge, a 50, and then a 54 and a 58. They're the options. So the 58 being the sort of lob wedge, the 54 being the sand iron, but you're going to probably need those other 2 wedges as part of your makeup for your set. The one thing that I like about the wedges is the fact that they're being upfront and honest about the lofts. They're not trying to manipulate you, the consumer, and think that you're in there miles and miles and miles. They're actually going to stamp the loft numbers on there so that you know what you're hitting, and I can't think of another manufacturer off the top of my head at the moment that is doing that. So they're telling you the lofts of just the wedges, but lofts of the wedges so that you know what you're hitting. Don't think there's any changes in shaft options on steel shaft, but there is on the graphite. So they've changed the colourway of the Alta shaft, so you get an Alta CB, which is slightly different looking, but they are bringing out 2 lighter options. So before you had the Distanza shaft, but now you've got a lightweight option, one at a 41 gram shaft and one at 37. So that's quite similar to the driver in that they're giving you some really light options there. So if you're struggling for a bit of club head speed and stuff like that, go and give them a try, because that might help. So as always, when we do these tests, it's Pro V1s, and I'm just going to be hitting the standard one here. So still shaft. Let's have a look. Right. There we go. So you first sort of hit, it is marginally on the clicky side, so you'd sort of half expect that. This is an easy to hit golf club. So it feels relatively firm, but I quite like the sound. They are quite strong lofted, so you're going to see some slightly lower ball flights. There we go, so sort of 17 degree launch angle, but it's spinning up quite well. So if it's spinning up quite well, you're not going to have a problem stopping the ball on the green. but they are powerful. Ping's bold claim is that these are 6 to 10 yards longer when you hit them. So, I mean, that is quite a strong statement, that to say that you're going to gain 10 yards on a 7-iron or any of your clubs. So I think the only way to really truly test that is to put the 430 up against the 425 and then hit a few shots. And we will be doing that in a future video. There you go, nice and easy to hit. I mean, that one's going, I mean, like there, 166 carry, roll out 180. I mean, that's definitely longer than my 7-iron that I'd expect to hit. Right, so I'm going to hit 5 shots and then we're going to have a look at the numbers. Right, so we've done the 5 shots there and there's the numbers. So we're looking at average ball speed of about 115 miles an hour. That's not bad. Top speed was 117. Average carry of 173. Remember, this is a 7-iron. So, you know, top carry distance 176. Total distance 187 average with a top one at 191. Again, that's pretty good for the 7-iron. And importantly for me, the descent angle, so it's sort of averaging there at 44 degrees, which is pretty good. So even though it's got the stronger lofts, you're getting plenty of height, peak height in average at 29 yards. That's pretty good. So it's peak heighting at a decent height and then descending at a good enough angle that I'd be confident enough to stop the ball on the greens, which is what you want. So much as they've got the stronger lofts, you're able to put the ball in the air and then bring it down at the right sort of angle to be able to stop the ball. Guys, listen, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please take the time to subscribe to the channel. About 90 to 95% of people that watch my videos currently aren't subscribed. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really does help the channel out if you can take the time to subscribe. We're going to be doing more videos this month and moving forward for 2023, because there's going to be more sort of on-course stuff. There's going to be more reviews and plenty of golf coaching videos as well. If there's anything that you'd like to see, just leave a comment, leave any comments that you want down below, and we'll try and put that together.